Hi, welcome back to Burton's Academy. I'm glad to have you with me today. During this session, I will show you how to process payroll. So starting on the dashboard screen, what we want to do is go up to the top ribbon and click on payroll. And we then scroll down to pay employees. And now I have the option to choose the new pay run. Your payroll might be a lot more simple than my payroll because I have weekly, fortnightly, and monthly employees. Therefore, I have this option to choose the next run. Yours might just be the one drop down and it is the next run. So, for example, you pay everyone monthly, therefore, it will only be the end of January that you can process a payroll for. So I'm going to pretend that I'm doing the monthly run. And so I'm going to choose the monthly and then click on process pay run. And it's just going to bring up a pop-up box to say about your opening balances. So have a quick read of that. And if you're happy, click continue. So here we have a list of all of my monthly payroll staff. And as you can see, I have Charlotte as my employee. So what you can do is if you know your payroll, you process this all the time, you know that this is standard, she's not had any holiday, you can click post. But what it's beneficial to do is have a look through this pay run. So as you can see at the very top, Xero has calculated our gross earnings, employer NI, employer pension, if there's any reimbursements, and the total cost. It also states the payment date. So within Charlotte, what I can do is click on her name, and then I can see the details because of Charlotte. So what we have is the payment method, and you can choose the electronic transfer, manual, or in this case, I have check. Again, that's completely up to you what choice you use. So do make sure you update that. And then within earnings, as I said earlier, you'll have your regular hours because this is what you typically will find for your employees. If there's been a bank holiday, you will have a public holiday section and it will automatically pull through the hours that relate to that public holiday and the rate for your employee based on the rate you've set them up as. And then when it comes to the deductions, that comes into whether we've set up pension or not, which we have, and therefore that I've set at 5%. The employee tax is what Xero will generate automatically. So that's the employee NI and the PAYE. So I don't touch that section. And then we might have some reimbursements. So for example, Charlotte has bought a chair that I've said I'm happy to pay for. So I'm going to reimburse her for that. So if I'm going to do that, I want to go over to this add box and click add, and then find the relevant item and choose that. So it would potentially be office supplies in this instance. And I can then type in the value and the description so she can get reimbursed for that. So as we said, it was an office chair, and I don't know, office chairs are quite expensive these days, so let's say £150. And then we have her employer tax, which again is what Xero calculates, any benefits, so that's her benefit in kind, and her employer pension, and then any holiday where she may have had some leave basically. And then we have the net pay, total pay, and total cost, which I'm fine with because I've gone through every single section of that. So I'm going to save, or I can save and close. So I don't need to continue looking at this particular payroll, so I'm going to save and close. Now I'm happy that it's just Charlotte, so I don't need to review anyone else's. I can now click post. And then what that will do is it will link up to HMRC, and I can just confirm the pay run. So please provide the reason why you have not been able to meet the on or before obligations. This has popped up because the payment date is the 2nd of January. So I've processed this a bit late. So if I just click cancel on that, and if I change the pay date to the 31st, you shouldn't ever have to change the date. You should be doing it on time. But therefore, if I click post now, that will come up and it will be accepted. If you are processing payroll late, it might be because you have had some issues with HMRC to get your pay runs references, and that is acceptable, and you'll have to go through that list of reason why it's late, and then that will provide HMRC with that reason. So don't just change the payment date. But this is just for the example to show you what should come up when you do process your pay run. And then you can click complete pay run. And there you go. That's now been processed and that's been posted to HMRC. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. See you at the next one.